Hey there! Welcome to BowlingLife News, your monthly bowling sip-up morning coffee that make you rush to the toilet. April was stacked. We had new champions, wild comebacks, youth dominance, and even potential bowling breakup. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with your bowling friends. The more you support, the more content we can throw your way. Alright, let's roll into April highlights. At just 20 years old, Ethan Fiore captured his first PBA Tour title and a major at the PBA Players Championship, defeating Ryan Barnes 232-179. This makes him the second youngest major champ in history, only behind Simonsen. Not a bad company, huh? The stepladder final started with some hilarious trash talk between Kevin McCune and Tim Foy Jr. But once the game started, it was all business. Foy Jr. knocked out McCune and then Ali Keplinger with confident wins before facing Ryan Barnes in the semifinals. Barnes, looking for redemption on TV matches, brought the fire with 7 straight strikes to eliminate Foy Jr. and step up a final showdown with Fiore. Combined age of 2 finalists at 42 was probably the youngest major final ever. Naturally, nerves showed early, but Fiore pulled ahead mid-game and closed the deal. When asked what he'd do with 100k prize, he said he was upgrading his sleep setup. The man just wants to nap in peace. Same dude, same. Europe was packed with youth bowling for a week as the European Youth Bowling Championships 2025 in Samsun, Turkey took place. First, the single events kicked off with the strong performances. England's Frank Stephenson claimed the boys singles gold after a clutch 213-201 victory over Denmark's Sebastian Holm-Host. On the girls' side, Norway's Madeleine Danielsen delivered a 209-154 win over Finland's Emma Palerma to take home gold. In doubles, France's Raphael Durivu and Teemu Dujardin claimed boys doubles gold by defeating Denmark's Holm-Host and Tobias Kasvil-Buju. In girls' doubles, Norway's Madeleine Danielsen picked up her second gold, this time in pair with Emily Marie Oss after a win over Greece's Alexandra Yanadaki and Artemis Manfou. In teams competition, Denmark took gold in girls' team event with Finland winning silver and Norway and Czech Republic earning bronze. Germany secured the boys' team title following the silver for Turkey and bronze medals for Malta and Denmark. In all event standings, Emma Palerma of Finland averaged nearly 212 across 18 games to win the girls' title. Denmark's Tobias Buju led the boys with almost 217 average. And in the Masters, well, France's Teemu Dujardin capped off a dream week with a 2-win over Italy's David Giantomasi. On the girls' side, Alexandra Yanadaki of Greece made history becoming country's first ever EYC Masters champion after a gutsy 3-game win over England's Avon Rhodes. At the PBA Sweden Scorpion Open, Iceland's Arnar Jonsson pulled off a comeback that would make a movie script jealous. Down to Norway's Henrik Nordeng Larsen, heading into the third and final game of the final, Jonsson needed a big game. And he delivered. But it all came down to the final frame. He needed 2 strikes to win, and then, boom, boom, done. Total score? A victory by just 3 mere pins. I mean, if you weren't watching that live, you missed a moment. With the win, Jonsson earned an invitation to the 2026 World Series of Bowling and a spot in the final step 1 of the 2025 Storm Lucky Larsen Masters. Not bad, huh? Let's head over to Kuala Lumpur, where 43rd Malaysian International Open wrapped up with emotion and fireworks. The big headline? A 15-year-old rising star Ethan Damian Goh, who shocked the field by taking down defending champion Hafiz Zainuddin in the men's final. Ethan kept the composure and delivered a 220-180 victory. What were you doing at the age of 15? In the women's division, Sin Lee Jane claimed the second Malaysian Open title, 9 years after her first, by defeating Singapore's Nhu Hee Fen with a 222-198 win. The Swede, the Beard, the Iceman. Jesper Svensson is back on the spotlight. The Swedish two-hander claimed the second PBA Tournament of Champions title after a dominant 221-197 win over Jacob Butterf in the final, reminding everyone just how dangerous the Iceman can be. Jesper stayed locked in for the entire week, entering the stepladder finals as the #1 seed after leading the field for 42 games of qualifying and match play. PBA Tournament of Champions win was 14th PBA Tour title for Jesper. Now he's tying Mika Koivuniemi from Finland for the most ever by a European bowler. Here's the one that raised eyebrows in April. Rash was not selected for the 900 global lineup at the PBA Elite Series Battle of the Brands. Instead, 900 global went with Ryan Barnes, Chris Sloan, Midge Hupay, Andrew Anderson and Chris Barnes, even though Rash finished 39th in the national tour rankings this season, and that put him in the top 4 among the 900 global staffers. After that, community quickly pointed out that Rash's Facebook athlete page no longer listed him as 900 global staffer. When contacted, Rash denied removing anything and stated that there has never been any mention of 900 global on his athlete page at any time. All this came less than 2 weeks after Rash filed a complaint to PBA accusing Jason Belmonte, a Storm staffer, who also owns a 900 global, of vaping during competition. The PBA reviewed the complaint and said no rules were violated. What do you guys think? Is Sean Rash parting ways with 900 global? Let us know in the comments. Time for the news from Finland, where Joonas Jäähi claimed the Storm third No Urethane Open title. Elisa Hiltunen and Nico Oksanen finished second and third. With No Urethane on the table, the tournament forced some smart adjustments, and Jäähi figured it out best. If there was ever any debate about which brand is the best in bowling, Storm just shut it down by winning the Manufacturers' Cup at the first ever PBA Elite League Battle of the Brands. The event, held in Allen Park, Michigan, featured the 5 highest performing brands from the 2025 PBA Tour season. Once the PBA Tour points were tallied, Storm emerged as the #1 seed, and they definitely lived up to it. Their all-star lineup: Jesper Svensson, Jason Belmonte, team captain, Kyle Troop, Chris Y, and Francois Lavoie, basically the bowling version of the Avengers. In the championship match against Motive, Storm kept their cool under pressure. Game 1 was tight. It came down to the 10th frame where Jesper Svensson made 3 strikes to secure a narrow 189-186 win. Big time clutch bowling. Then, in Game 2, Storm just completely unleashed. All 5 players, Lavoie, Troop, Y, Belmo and Jesper, opened with strikes. Motive just didn't stand a chance. 275-181. Well, Motive has tacked, but when you got Belmo, Troop, Y, Lavoie and Jesper on your team, well, you're basically bowling with cheat codes. Big media shakeup incoming. Starting in 2026, the PBA is moving from Fox to the CW network. Yep, you heard that right. CW, home of NASCAR, Xfinity, college football and beach volleyball, is now adding professional bowling into the sports lineup. A multi-year agreement will bring fans 10 live PBA events every year, all airing in dedicated 2-hour slots on Sunday afternoons. PBA's hope is that the deal will grow the sports TV audience, and not just among hardcore fans. CW reaches a slightly younger and more general entertainment audience than Fox, so it could be a big opportunity to get bowling in front of new eyeballs. Will the production quality match the Fox delivered? What about announcers, format, streaming options? How this affect international viewers? What do you think? Was it a smart move or a risky change? Drop your 2 cents in the comments right now. Let's head to Norway, where the National Federation just made a big and possibly controversial move. They officially banned certain urethane bowling balls from all major national competitions. This new rule affects top-level events like the Norwegian National League and Norwegian Championships. And make no mistake, it's not about opinions or drama. The federation says the decision was based on a technical evaluation of equipment data plus input from international trends and standards. The goal? To keep the playing field as fair as possible. According to the official statement, the ban is meant to preserve equal conditions and ensure long-term trust in the competitive environment. Could other federations follow suit? Well, time will tell. Looking ahead to May, we've got some serious heat. PBA playoffs, only 8 players left for the title. USBC Queens, part of PWBA's 10th anniversary season. Kegel Aalborg International, one of the top EBT stops. By the way, we are still waiting for that calendar of EBT tour. And much more bowling worldwide. But don't you worry, BowlingLife will be covering it all, keeping you updated on the biggest stories in bowling. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share BowlingLife with your fellow bowlers. Until next time, keep on striking!